Hoorah, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Genji's World. Blah, 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 blah. Genji's World's gone fucking crazy. No, it's fine. I am here to just divulge all my secrets to you. Well, let's have a bit of vulnerability session, hey? Talking about all the things that are happening, so many things that are moving, concepts that are occurring, things that are moving into frustrations, moving through frustrations. What does it mean to have ownership? That's what I discussed last time. Today, I'm just sharing about my brand, I guess. I'm just listening to a whole bunch about branding. What is my brand? You know, it's owning yourself, being yourself, authentic every single day. You have a brand. It's kind of like who you are, your identity. You are being yourself every single day, right? You're pitching and you are bringing that to the table, and you start, or people start to identify you as a certain way of being, and that's an unspoken brand. But the question is, can you put words to it, right? For me, I'm outgoing, I'm energetic, but under the surface of it all, I'm still learning to maintain myself and hold my center whilst I'm engaging with the world outside, because you don't always, get along with everybody. You're not always going to meet on that perfect level with everybody. And how do you negotiate that? How do you navigate that in the business sphere as well? Well, not even just business. Whilst you're getting out about and mingling, maybe you want friends, you want business partners, you want income, sales, etc. Do you compromise that self, or do you be able to maintain that self? And is that self accepted in those communities? Are you fighting to hold on to? I'm speaking to myself. Am I fighting to hold on to an image over the truth of who I am, to then be able to integrate with the world? And it's hard, the nature of what's going on in the world and how it is, and people's mindsets, and a lot of people don't want to open up, and a lot of people, I'm just saying it's a generalization, but many people are not willing to share themselves, share the world within, and open up deeply about who they are, the wounds they have, the pain they carry, and what they're struggling with. Because I don't mind going into all that stuff, and I know that it's not the most powerful thing to always speak of, but I just want to say that we all go through it, right? We all go through the struggle, we all go through the pain, we're all going through this difficult thing of being a human being here on planet Earth right now, going through an existential crisis on a planetary level, and figure out what could be the next steps. So, yeah, that's me. But I was just typing into my little journal at the moment about how the thing that causes the most discomfort in my body is to, funnily enough, face myself and do the thing that I need to be doing, to be the man that I need to be, is one of the most challenging things that I could ever do. Because that's stepping into your power, right? Stepping into who and what you're meant to be, and what that's going to take of you to become that person. And overcoming all the bullshit. And the bullshit, to me, I feel it time and time again. It keeps on arising. This thing that wants to debilitate me, this thing that wants to make it, less painful, right? And growing pains, it's inevitable. When you grow, we have to step into larger spectrums of being. It's hard. It is hard, because you have to be a noob again. You have to be the neophyte. You have to be the sucker that don't know jack shit. So you have to be that guy, and then still humbly learn that you're not starting from zero, unless you're an absolute child who's just not thinking about this, so it doesn't even matter. But you've got a set of skills that you can bring. You've got some mindsets. You've got some tools of how to leverage. Now start using those tools in this new landscape, because the new landscape, and let's use the metaphor of the business world, as above so below, that this landscape is now this new place where I have to start to figure out a pathway through this world and achieve things and use it as the vehicle for my personal growth. Now, this is something that I would love to deliver directly through our company. It's in the works at the moment. I can't move through this computer as quick as other people. Some people are bringing out stuff quicker than I can make it, so I need to just keep it up. But also, just a super side note, I was listening to some stuff, and the nature of a competitive mentality of wanting to be the best. Is that even competitive? You're competing against yourself, because you're trying to be better than the person you were yesterday, which is true. And I feel like I've neglected that a little bit in myself, or at least shied away from it. But there's this huge competitive nature in me that wants to be great, that wants to be amazing, that wants to excel, and I'm like, why am I holding that back? Why am I? Because sometimes you can feel it come up with other people, but it doesn't have to be this negative thing of, man, screw this guy, I'm gonna be fucking better than him. It's like, damn, man, I can see that people are at a certain level way above mine, and I'm gonna fucking do my best to be at that level too. I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna make it happen, I'm gonna make those documents, send it off, do the exercise, stay mobile, whatever it is that I need to be to become that person. Use that drive, use that motivation. Don't be shy of it, right? That's tied into my brand as well. You can be a noob, you can be a neophyte, but doesn't mean you can't still have the gusto, the passion, and the dedication to move through difficult terrain and learn to be somebody. You're always somebody, of course. Don't think material, gain is what's going to make you somebody, but that journey through the material. When I say material, to me, spiritualism better deeply in the material anyway, hence why the principles of as above, so below are so relevant, because you can see that that is shown to you, or to me, spiritual principle is shown to us through the participation. Now, participation, but also spiritual principle is shown and found in my eye through the maintaining of an integrity and a state of being through the journey, right? Because if you're just going through the journey like, fuck this, fuck that, screw this, man, what a bitch, I can't deal with that, but I'm getting it done anyway, oh man, I can't deal with this, and let's say you're successful, right, in the job, you get it done, fuck yeah, screw those guys, I got to the top. That's missing the whole point. It's kind of like, to me, the goal is go through all these challenges, but learn to keep it real. So keep it real. If you're gonna lose your shit, but lose your shit in a place where you're not lashing out to everybody. In Japanese, called yatsuatari. Don't do that. Don't lash out at other people with your bullshit. Have a moment. If it's frustrating, keep it real, but don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself too much. I notice when I can lose myself, and I get caught up in the bullshit, in my self-hypnotizing idiotic trance. Robert Anton Wilson, thank you so much. But how much I get caught up in the crap, how much I get stuck in the thick of things, and I play the victim, right? I don't want to be the victim. I want to be winning. I was gonna say I want to be the winner, but a winner is just is like that I'm winning over somebody else. But I want to be a winner, and a winner is someone who is successful. But successful is someone that's going through those challenges and succeeding in learning new skills and acquiring. And a skill is not just a technical skill in my eye, right? A skill is a personality skill of being able to negotiate new landscapes effectively, holistically, with good integration with the ecosystem. How well are you working with other people? Are you listening? Are you able to say when you're wrong? Are you able to admit when you don't know? Are you able to admit when someone's got a great idea, that it was better than yours? This humility of, if it's the truth and it's a better idea that I can think of, sure. But if I feel a little bit bummed that I'm not bringing enough and contributing to the table, then what, no one's going to do that for you, right? Just set that time aside. And I just want to tie this all back to, what is that personal brand for me? I don't know. Maybe I can understand this as I further go along. It's a growth. It's a maintaining. I used to call it come back home, right? I just wanted people to come back home, and not to a physical home, but the home within ourselves. Come back to that place. But yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud now of how could I redefine that. So it's because I want that engagement with community happening as well, right? Thank you so much for those who are just dealing and listening to my rambles. But I'm just sharing. Kenji's World. Nobody's watching. Well, there are people watching. My apologies. There are people watching. I've seen some views, and I appreciate all y'all that are watching. Thank you so much for joining me on Kenji's World, Kenji's Rambles. But he's just going through it all right now. He's figuring it all out and seeing what the next steps are, making sure he's moving in the right direction. Hence why I'm not going to let this video go too long, because I definitely got things that I need to tend to. But I thought I must hit a Kenji's World right now and get this all rock and rolling, because momentum is key. It's all key. And who am I? What am I? With this great tech world and the nature of information, it scares me sometimes to express true opinions here, because what if this happens? What if this happens? someone doesn't like my opinion, doesn't want to work with me, or doesn't want to work with my company because of my opinions. And I'm like, well, that's a dispute we're just going to have to sort when time comes down the line, whether I say something in these videos and even uploading so much stuff, content online. You know, there's these security things, or all your data is being sucked, and who knows what they're doing with the image, with the video. And that fear can arise of like, oh crap, the great machine's trying to suck me in. But if I don't utilize this technology for my benefit and for the benefit to actualize my voice somewhere, not to say that's the only place to do it, but to be able to do it in such a place, I think is powerful and good practice. Good practice. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining me on my ramblings. I know that I just want to share that I am not a perfect human being right now. Far, far, far from it. But I am growing, and I'm not going to fall victim to myself. I'm not going to fall victim to me trying to skip away and around the puddles and the dense energy that I need to move through as a person, because I can tell I'm avoiding a lot. I can just tell I'm avoiding a lot, not because I want to, because I can just feel it's a challenging place to be, because I feel like when I step into this place, I feel like I suck. I don't know anything, that I'm just no good. All the why am I so terrible at this sort of starts coming up, and it's very challenging because it makes me feel incompetent. It makes me feel useless and a no good at all person. But ain't true. Prove yourself in that space. Prove yourself that you will. Prove it to me is almost what I have to say to myself. It's like, prove it to me, Kenji. Show me that you can. Do the work, because the work will speak for itself. You don't need to say anything if you can do the work. So once I do the work, just apply yourself. Apply yourself and you will be fine. Kenji's World. I'm going to leave it there. Simple, short, sweet. Bada bing, bada boom. Enjoy your day. I love you. You know how it is. Be love. Share love to yourself and those around.